There are 1.7 million homeless teens across the nation. You may interact with one of these homeless teens at school, in a store, or on the street without realizing it.
I've been damp and my sleeping bag's damp and I'm never dry.
My feet are, I can't even feel my feet.
My knee hurts. It's absolutely freezing throughout the entire night.
Their daily lives are in shocking contrast. As we go about our daily lives, we do not realize the simplest tasks become complicated for those who have nowhere to go.
I think I woke up more than I was actually sleeping.
But I kept waking up throughout the entire night. Getting a little nervous. I'm still trying to warm my body up from last night. It was really, really cold.
I am cold, I'm wet, I'm hungry.
In their cars in a lot worse conditions than we're in.
Oh, I never want to do this again.
So it's the end of the school day and I have nowhere to go, so I'm going over to the library to get some homework done.
The library is closing now and we have to leave.
And we're going to go try and find a place to eat and hopefully spend the night and stay dry.
Having tomato soup with oyster crackers and saltines. This is what Hope for Youth probably would have given us.
So it's pretty late, it's almost 10. It's pretty dark outside too and we had to use the bathroom. So we are driving to a public restroom.
Hopefully this is the last time we have to go because now we're gonna go to our sleeping arrangements.
It'll be really cold for the night, so that'll be interesting.
Not very excited about sleeping outside.
So we were just in the local gas station using the bathrooms and we haven't really eaten for a while and getting kind of hungry again. And I saw them just throwing away a bunch of food and I asked them if we could maybe have some of the food and they said no, which was kind of hard just to see all that food being thrown away when we're really hungry and we know we won't be able to eat for a long time.
I don't know, we're kind of laying on wetness here and we have to lay in our sleeping bags and whatnot. We have to have all of our stuff that we brought with us in here. So all of our backpacks with all of our school stuff are in here, our shoes are in here, like any kind of, whatnot. But we have to like go to the bathroom out there if we have to, or, go to the gas station.
My feet are soaked. Getting into the tent, it was a puddle. And now my sleeping bag is wet. And we have to make do with what we have, so.
We won't be able to have food until we get to school, yeah, so. And we won't get to shower either. Yeah, it's pretty tough. It really is. Like, we give props to the people that can actually do this, because this is really, really hard.
We decided to readjust from the back seat to up here because it was super uncomfortable and I couldn't lay flat at all. So this is a little bit of an upgrade. My legs are still hitting the steering wheel, but it'll be much better than the very cramped back seat where I couldn't move.
So right now I'm studying for a biology test and this kind of sucks because there's no light besides this little flashlight and it's getting late. I feel like I kind of have a lack of resources, like I can't really go on the computer and look for anything if I don't understand anything, so definitely not comfortable, kind of hard to focus.
So it's about 11 o'clock on a school night and sleeping outside. I am cold, I'm wet, I'm hungry, and there's a bunch of rocks going into my back. This is a challenge and I would hate to have to experience this every night like most people do because just after one night you can tell I'm already complaining. So here we go until tomorrow morning.
It's 11 right now. I think we got in the tent about an hour ago. We just got settled in. So I've been damp since like 4-ish because it was raining at our game. So I've been damp and my sleeping bag's damp and I'm never dry. And I don't know if you guys have ever been rained on and went home and just gotten dry and gotten into your bed, but I have not done that and it sucks. So, I mean, I'm feeling it. I mean, it's not even like to the point where I'm like dying or it's like terrible, because it's not that, like, it's not comparable really to some of the things that people actually do on a daily basis. But like, it's not nice or fun to not be dry. And I think that's something like people don't really think about. So like days like it's raining like this, like you don't think about other people who don't have somewhere to go for shelter.
So being in the tent has all made it like really real for me. I guess when we started this, it didn't really feel like an experience quite yet, but now that like we're in the tent, it's like, you know, I'm not going home to a nice warm bed. I don't get to watch TV before I go to bed, like that kind of thing. We haven't eaten for a while now. You know, I'm getting pretty hungry. My feet I can't even feel my feet, to be honest. Like, I can't feel them. And it's kind of creepy sleeping outside. Like, you get the security and warmth of your home. Like, you get to be with your parents, with your siblings, you know, whatnot, with your pets. But being outside, you're definitely vulnerable. Like, you know, no matter where you are, you always think that that might happen to you. So I guess now we're kind of living with that, but it's getting pretty real.
Okay, so we're outside. It's about 10:30 or so. I'm getting pretty tired. It's not exactly very comfortable though. It's starting to get colder in here. As I lay back and just kind of look up, I start to get pretty nervous of it being outside and being cold. I can tell that it's not going to be a very great night of sleep. Not really looking forward to going to school in the morning wearing the same clothes that I'm already wearing today. Don't know what people think or what they're gonna say. Just kind of the pending day tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. Getting a little nervous.
We're feeling pretty okay right now. We're kind of nervous to go to bed,
Yes.
just because we're teenage girls. There's windows all around. We're just kind of scared. When I hit lock the doors, I hit it like 4 times just because I just don't feel safe enough really right now. And I don't really expect that we'll be falling asleep anytime soon. I am not really tired because I feel nervous, so.
Well, it's like 6 a.m. We're getting ready to go to school. I'm freezing still. I didn't get much sleep last night. Was tossing and turning. It'll be a pretty long day at school since I'm so really tired.
So we just woke up. Sleeping was a struggle. I think I woke up more than I was actually sleeping and tossing and turning. I really have to pee right now, and we have to get to school, but I don't really want to go to school yet. But I mean, I'm torn between going back to sleep because I can't sleep and going back to school. So I'm gonna try not to fall asleep in class today.
Oh. So, I got like 2 hours of sleep last night. I feel like an elephant stepped on my back. Oh, I never want to do this again.
Hello, it's about 6:30 in the morning. We just woke up. Well, not really, considering couldn't really go to sleep officially throughout the whole night. Still pretty cramped. My knee hurts. It was absolutely freezing throughout the entire night. And it was hard to go to sleep.
So, we just woke up for school, but I kept waking up throughout the entire night. I seriously probably woke up 10 to 15 times because it was so cold in here. I would wake up and I'd like be shaking because I just couldn't like get warmth in my body. I'm sleeping in the clothes I'm wearing to school and I feel disgusting. I haven't showered and I just feel dirty and not presentable at all. And I'm not looking forward to going to school right now.
So we're just getting to school and we're hoping that nobody really sees us this way, but we're trying to get in there.
I don't want anyone to see us. I don't want to be seen.
I'm hungry for some breakfast.
So I got a yogurt parfait and some apples, and this definitely will not hold me over because I'm so hungry.
This is what I've got till lunch, so it's pretty small for a breakfast portion size. But I'm starving, so anything tastes glorious.
I did.
I haven't eaten since, what was that, around 8 or 9 last night. We had a bowl of soup, and that's about it, some water. and then we had to wait till we got to school this morning to eat. So I'm pretty hungry, and I got this because I wanted something warm instead of like a yogurt parfait.
I feel disgusting. Like my head is itchy and I feel like my face is covered in dirt. I feel just like grimy. We had to wait a really long time to eat, so I'm really hungry right now. I have somewhere to be in a little bit. It's morning. It's not fun.
Alright, so it's morning. We're at school. We're eating breakfast. I also wanted something warm like Brianna there. This isn't exactly the ideal breakfast food, but it's decent. I feel very tired. I'm gross, and I really don't want to be here right now.
I'm really tired. In every class that I've gone to, I've slept and gotten talked to by the teacher about why I'm sleeping. People look at me different than when I was beyond like a normal day. And I'm super hungry because I tend to eat snacks during the school day, but I can't do that. I'm just exhausted.
Well, I almost fell asleep in first hour, and I don't want to deal with anybody's crap today because I'm really crabby and tired and sore, and I just want today to be done so I can go home and nap.
I'm very tired. I want to take a nap.
It's so weird.
And I just feel gross.
This whole experience was really eye-opening. I found that I was very hungry at some points and my shoulder kills. I slept in most of my classes today. I just really didn't have motivation or energy to try, and so now I really realize what kids go through when they have to do it every single day. So it kind of gives me an insight to not judging kids in my class so fast, because you never know somebody's story.
I think that this experience was definitely a learning one. I mean, we honestly slept outside in a tent because it was raining, and I felt miserable. I couldn't imagine like what people who are homeless go through, especially teenagers who are homeless and have to go to school. Like, I didn't get any homework done. Like, there's classes where I was like, I was supposed to do that. Like, that was the last thing on my mind going home. So I mean, I just think it is a very important thing to think about, especially as most of us go home to our dry, warm beds and sleep, and I don't, you just gotta think about it.
So this whole experience for me was really powerful in that we got to experience what people have to experience every day in the extreme situations. I noticed, just like Ashley, I was sleeping in a lot of my classes and I was actually really crabby, really irritable. I didn't want people to bug me just because of my clothes that I was wearing. I was kind of self-conscious about like if I smelled or not, that kind of thing. But it really makes me not judgmental towards the people that may be going through this. So it was a really great experience for me, and I'll remember it for the rest of my life.
Alright, so it's the end of the day, and my back is pretty sore from sleeping last night. I feel like it's kind of been aching all day. I'm pretty tired. I'm actually really excited to go home, which makes me feel really sad because there are people who don't get to go home at the end of the day, and just knowing that there's not a place for someone to go home to at the end of the night or somewhere they can stay and be safe is just, it's heartbreaking, and this whole experience was very eye-opening. I look forward to going home at the end of the day, but my mind is never going to be off of the fact that there are people out there who don't have somewhere to go.
So the school day just got over. Today was actually horrible. I have a really bad headache. My neck hurts really badly from sleeping in the car last night. I can see now what it's like to step in somebody else's shoes and be in a different situation, and my eyes are really open, and I just think it was a really cool experience for us and really eye-opening for all of us, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes.
It's very important to know that there are lots of resources available. Definitely you should see your counselor if you have questions or anything that's going on at home where the living situation is not stable, because there are very good resources for being able to get help. There's no shame in being in a situation like this. It's one of those things where until it happens to you, you don't really realize what it is, and it's something that the district and Anoka High School are very glad to be able to help people who are in any situation like this. So come see us if you feel like you have that need.